I am not a makeup minimalist, you guys. My God, I can't see. Nothing's happening. Are you someone who loves to keep it minimal when it comes to makeup? Or perhaps you are a beginner to the world of makeup? Well, you're in the right place. Because in this video, I'm going to show you the easiest and most effortless makeup routine that will help enhance your natural features without looking overdone. Let's get started. And we are going to start with moisturizer. Moisturizing your skin is so important, and it's important for several reasons. And this is a moisturizer that I'm going to be recommending. It creates a smooth canvas for makeup application, and not just this one, any moisturizer. It helps your makeup glide on effortlessly and therefore giving you an even and flawless finish. When your skin is well hydrated, your foundation, your concealer, all the makeup you have on your face will look more natural and will blend seamlessly. I really like this one. This is my second bottle, and I like it because I feel that it gives me the right amount of moisture. I have normal to dry skin, and let me show you the consistency, if there's any left. I really like the consistency. Oops. It's not too thin, but it's not too thick at all. It just really makes my skin feel hydrated. That's why I like it. And it also has SPF 40. And because this video is for makeup minimalists, it's particularly important that we choose products that are multitaskers. So here we have two products in one, both a moisturizer and an SPF. Also, moisturizer regulates oil production. That's important because oil dissolves makeup, so keeping your oils in check is important for long-lasting makeup. Let me make a note that if you have oily skin, you might benefit from a mattifying primer, and that would go after the moisturizer. Yes, I know it's an added step and it's an extra product to put in your makeup bag, but it is one of those essential things that, again, to prevent your makeup from dissolving and sliding and smudging and transferring, you might as well just get it over with and put on a mattifying primer. I'll put somewhere here one from Smashbox that works really well. And remember that all products will be linked down below. And if you use the links to shop for any of these products, you're supporting my channel at no extra cost to you. So thank you if you do. Moving on to the base, we're not going to worry with foundation and concealer. We're going to use one product that is both a foundation and a concealer in one. And that is the Merit Multitasking Stick. And I have it in the shade Ochre. And this is what it looks like. I like it because it's easy to just throw into your makeup bag. You don't have to worry about it's spilling like you perhaps would with a liquid foundation. I guess the only worry would be that it would melt, but just don't leave it in your car if your car gets too hot. But yeah, let's get started. Let's put it on. Regarding placement, I'm only going to put it in the areas where I see a lot of redness. Let's say here, the sides of my nose. I want some here to counteract the darkness. Here in the corners of my eye, I also have darkness. And perhaps a little bit there on the cheek. And that's it. Let's blend it out and see what it looks like. And I'm gonna be using a Sephora number 47 brush. In my opinion, a must-have brush. This is useful for so many things. You see how quickly and easily this product blends, especially also because we have our skin really well hydrated, so it's sliding very easily. Happy with that. Actually, I am going to put another dot here in my inner corner and also on my eyelids to cover up some veins and discoloration that I have from, well, the veins, because the veins are there, but also since I use Latisse, I have on the border of my, the edge of my eyelid is a little bit purple. I'm not trying to get rid of all imperfections. I am just, remember, if I'm a makeup minimalist, I would be totally okay with this amount of coverage, and that's it. Even my eyelids, they're not completely covered, but that's fine. We'll take care of that when we get to the eyes. I didn't put any on my forehead, and I'm good. Okay, so we have this side with the Merit stick and this one without. Yeah, this is totally acceptable to me. Again, as a makeup minimalist, this type of coverage is ideal to like doctor's appointments, just running errands, even going out to lunch. And this time around, you're gonna be like, well, that doesn't look too quick. It is. It's just that I'm stopping to talk and, you know, okay, I see another little vein there that I would like to cover. And again, see how blendable this formula is? Wow, that's it. Gone. Boom. All right, perfect. Step number 2, one of my favorite steps, and that is blush. And I'm just wiping off my brush here on a cloth. And it's gonna be a cream blush. Why a cream blush? Because a cream formula gives the most natural look, and it's also very easy to apply. This color is absolutely one of my favorites, and I love the packaging. This is from Tower 28, and the color is Magic Hour. So again, using the same Sephora 47 brush, I'm gonna tap. And don't skip this. This really makes a difference. It makes you look healthy and youthful and alive. So don't skip the blush. You can place it high up here, or if you prefer to go the traditional way and put it here on the apples of the cheek, whatever you prefer. These days I like to put it a little bit higher up because that's what I see people on YouTube doing, and they say that it creates a lifting effect, and I kind of see that. So for now, I'm going to continue applying it high up on the cheek, even though I came too close to the apples of the cheek here. Oh well. And how about a little bit over the nose? Because I cannot resist, but you don't have to. I am not a makeup minimalist, you guys, so it's hard for me to restrain myself. We're now done with our cream products. Now we're gonna move on to our powder products. Once you go into your powder products, don't go back to trying to put cream products over powder because it just doesn't work. I know I'm repeating myself, but this is a crucial step. I told you that blush was crucial. Blush is crucial because looks-wise, I love the way that blush looks. But performance-wise, this is crucial because powder will lock in your makeup. Powder is going to help control shine and oiliness, and it makes your makeup last longer. Yes, I'm having trouble opening this. So if your makeup lasts longer, that means fewer touch-ups will be needed, and that is very nice. Setting liquid or cream products with powder is like sealing a freshly painted wall with a protective coat. When you paint a wall, you want the color to stay vibrant and the surface to remain smooth and free of smudges or fingerprints. Applying a protective top coat ensures that the paint remains intact and preserves the wall's appearance. So similarly, when you apply liquid or cream products, you want them to stay in place. You want them to maintain their color. You want them to maintain their vibrance, and you want to prevent creasing and smudging. So setting them with powder acts as a protective top coat. This is a powder that I'm going to be using. It's from Laura Mercier. It's their Candle Glow powder. It adds sheer color and a super subtle glow. So let me swatch it just to show you that it does have some coverage, and that is me applying it hard with the finger. If you use a fluffy brush, the coverage will be much, much lighter. And this really is a beautiful powder, and it's gonna do what I was telling you that's important for a powder to do, which is to lock in your makeup. I guess I should have been putting this powder on while I was talking, but I'm not a pro at this yet, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna apply the powder now, and I'm using a fluffy brush. This is a double-sided brush from Tarte. Any fluffy brush will do. And what I'll do is first I'm gonna concentrate it on my T-zone, which is where I'll get shiny first. And also with this powder, I want to set any product that I applied under my eyes. You want to make sure that that is set, otherwise it will crease. So let me see if there's any creasing right now. There's no creasing because I don't think I swept any of the Merit stick right under my eye, but still what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a smaller the smaller side. Make sure that that area is set. I'm gonna swipe the powder all over the face, even over the eyelids, because I did put some coverage on there. If you just want a matte pressed powder, whatever you have. I have one from Charlotte Tilbury, and this one has more coverage and mattifies even more. So really it's up to you and what type of finish you prefer, depending on the type of skin that you have. Okay, I know I said that blush was like my favorite step, but bronzer is also one of my favorite steps. And when I'm in a hurry and I only have a few minutes to do my makeup, I reach for this bronzer in particular, the one from Glowish in the color 02 Medium. And I reach for this one as opposed to my other bronzers because it's really similar to my natural skin tone. So when I'm in a hurry and I know that I'm not gonna have time to blend any harsh lines, I play it safe. I take a super fluffy brush and I make sure to go in lightly over the forehead. And this is a step where it's worth taking a little bit more time, because if you rush it, you might end up with unblended areas, and nobody wants that. So light layers, fluffy brush, sweep it softly on the areas where the sun would naturally hit you. And when I'm in a super hurry, I grab for this one and I'm like, okay, yeah, light layer. And then I'm like, my God, I can't see, nothing's happening. And I want to reach for one of my darker bronzers, and I have to stop myself and say, nope, because it has happened to me several times that I'll get impatient and I'll reach for another bronzer to hurry things up. And when I'm in the car and I flip the visor and I look in the mirror, I see either a patchy mess or just harsh unblended lines. Learn from my experience.
Inner peace.
You see, and the color is building. The cream blush is like part 1 of making you look healthy and alive, and this is part 2 of making you look healthy and alive and beautiful. I love my bronzer and blush. In reality, I would have stopped already and I would have moved on to the next step, but I'm kind of enjoying this. Now let me pop up the before picture and see it side by side so that you can see the difference that the bronzer made. Now we're gonna move on to the eyes. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. I love this one from Scott Barnes, number 62. Super soft and great for all over crease sweeping of the color. Very eloquent today I am. Grabbing the same bronzer, again, multitasking products. And we start sweeping it back and forth along the crease of the eye. And in my case, I'm actually gonna bring it closer to the edge to continue covering up that purpley part. There, super happy with that. Done. Done. Look what a difference that made. No bronzer on the eye. Yes, bronzer on the eye. And since this video is for makeup minimalists, I imagine that you wouldn't care to further define the outer V of the eye with a darker shade. I think that you would be totally pleased with what we're looking at now. I am going to proceed and put that same bronzer in the lower lash line. You don't have to. No eyeliner. That's too much fuss. Let's proceed with mascara. And for mascara, unless you are brand new to makeup, you probably have a mascara that you know and love and trust that it's not gonna smudge, that you're not gonna get raccoon eyes. For me, Thrive is one of those mascaras that I know I can depend on. So I'm quickly going to make sure that I get it down to the root of the eyelashes, wiggle, and then pull. This mascara in particular is really good at lengthening, not so much at giving you volume, but I think that if you're a makeup minimalist, you would be very, very happy with this. Let's look at the difference. I know that I said I love my blush and I love my bronzer, but if you asked me which product makes you look the most put together, I think I would say mascara. What about you guys? Tell me down in the comments. I'm really curious to know. Which product would you say makes someone look, yeah, the most put together? I think mascara for sure. We have arrived to, not the last step, second to last step, brows. And this is so personal. It really depends on what your brows need or what you want your brow look to be. When I want a quick makeup do, I reach for a brow gel, clear brow gel. That's all I do. All I care is that my eyebrows are not pointing down. If you have sparse eyebrows, or if you have some empty areas, I would say that the easiest thing would be to fill them in with eyeshadow. If you are experienced and you feel comfortable using a pencil, go ahead and use a pencil. I think this one from Benefit is pretty good, especially because it has the spoolie on the other end, so it makes it convenient. Again, multitasking, 2-in-1. Maybe you do have full brows, but you have some grays in there that you want to cover up, then use a tinted brow. Is this what do they call it? Fiber gel, brow volumizing fiber gel. So not only does this cover up the grays, but it also creates some volume. I was gonna try it, but I don't think that's a good idea over clear gel. I'm gonna do it, but I don't recommend it. But I want to see if this could cover some sparse areas. And I don't know if you can see this area that's kind of sparse. If I press it and touch it, ooh, yeah, okay. So if you have this, don't worry about using the eyeshadow. Oh, this filled them in beautifully. Okay, let's see on this side. You know, I never use this. Huh. So for me, this guy would replace my clear brow gel. This step you might say, okay, no, that's totally extra. That should not constitute part of a makeup minimalist routine. But hear me out. I think that setting spray is a good idea because, again, just like powder, this is gonna help your makeup last longer. So you're not gonna have to worry about it all day, or at least you will need fewer touch-ups. So what I would do is don't use a setting spray. If you find that your makeup looks like it's kind of moving or sliding off throughout the day, or that you're looking a lot very oily, well then start introducing a makeup spray. This one is just a regular drugstore L'Oreal Infallible setting spray. And there's heavy duty ones, such as the one from One Size. This is an aerosol form, okay? Your makeup will not go anywhere with this setting spray. So if you ask me, this is very much worth it to add to the list of steps in your routine. And last, yes, last but not least, lips. If I were a makeup minimalist, which means that I like wearing little makeup, which then takes me to thinking that I don't enjoy the feeling of makeup. So now I'm thinking then I don't really like thick glosses. I don't want anything sticky on my lips. Normally, maybe I depend on my chapstick. I have several options, and that depends on your degree of how much you hate products, the feel of products on your lips. But I have some that are extremely comfortable. The first one, and this is an affordable pick. I was so surprised that this one came, I think, in one of the Sephora favorites curated bags, and it's by Sephora, and it's called Lip Stories Balm in the shade Date Prep. And I was so pleasantly surprised. This has been in my purse for a while. What I like is that it really makes your lips feel hydrated with a very soft hint of color. I'll try it on for you. And again, super affordable. This is very close to what a chapstick would feel like, but it has that added tint. Extremely comfortable. So this would be one of my top picks for you. If you happen to wear jeans, let's say tight jeans, because it's happened to me, right? That you're wearing jeans and you're not carrying a purse for some reason, or you left your purse somewhere. But in my case, I have to have lip balm, like a lip product, handy at all times because my lips get chapped quite easily. Well, check this out. This is from Kosas and it's their Kosas Sport Lip Fuel. Basically, it's a lip balm, but what I love is the shape. You see how it's thin? So this, if you slip it into your pocket of your tight jeans, it's not gonna create a bulge like this would. The shape of the applicator, I guess I'd call it, is quite unconventional because this is what it looks like. So it's kind of funky, to tell you the truth, the shape, but it's not a huge deal to put it on. And much like the Lip Stories, it gives you just a hint of color. Let me swatch it. You see that? And again, it's very much the feel of a lip balm, not a gloss, not a lipstick. I have a third one here. And the reason why I included this is because I had this in my purse for months. And this is what I would reach for before going to the gym. Instead of grabbing a chapstick, this is very much like a chapstick. It's even harder in consistency than these two. But it stayed on my lips throughout the workout. You see how sheer it is? The swatch, once you put it on, it's so sheer. And I feel that these are a little bit softer, like they're more slippy. This one is not. That's why I liked to wear it to the gym, because it gives me just a little bit of color and it keeps my lips hydrated. I know that I'm not gonna have to reapply it halfway through my workout. So this is honest and affordable option from the drugstore in the shade Fruit Punch. And now again, I'll put the before and after side by side, and you be the judge and tell me whether or not you think I look put together. I think I look very put together. Again, for a makeup minimalist, easy, good quality products, multitasking products, that's the key. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.